Yo, what's up, everybody? I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is well. For you coming back to Adaptive Concept to check out the next presentation, this is it. But I must say that unfortunately, we just decided not to host the other two presentations in the past weekend. Thing is, the audience at the current moment, like it's not that big. Hence, we just thought that maybe it might be best if we just push one presentation out per week for the 3 weeks that we have planned for. But that one is not a train smash because we definitely will be doing more presentations in the future, and as more traction is being made. So that is our approach at the current moment, and we'll make the necessary updates on the website and everywhere else, and as well as communicated with some of the people that we have been conversing with about this particular project. But nonetheless, today we are going to get into the presentation for week 2. Not a lot of changes. I'm just going to be going over what we went over in the first week. This is just to make sure that whoever didn't see the first presentation has the opportunity to stumble upon this particular presentation that we have. And once again, my name is Tabang, CEO, Chairman and Founder at Adaptive Concept NPC. So I hope that this presentation will be well received, and that whoever is watching this video would be interested in actually going through the entire presentation and familiarizing themselves with what we have to offer as Adaptive Concept NPC, and also consider our request to join the team. But nonetheless, with all that being said, I would just like to get into the presentation. I hope that it will be a nice one, and everything will go smoothly. But thank you very much. Stay tuned, and please make sure that you also check the first presentation. A lot of things that I said in that presentation, like I think they could really strike a chord with you, and it's also an opportunity to also help us out with some watch hours at the current moment. But yeah, thank you very much. We hope that you will enjoy the presentation. I'll just move my face out of the way now that you've seen it again. Thank you very much. Okay. So I've done my welcoming and opening, and this is the table of content for my presentation this evening. These are the items that we'll be looking at in the presentation. So we'll be going over what Adaptive Concept NPC is, what the concept is that we are offering to small businesses, individuals that we are looking for in Project.Adapt, and all of those other factors. And then what is a Project.Adapt? We'll be expanding much on what Project.Adapt is. And then we'll also provide a preview of the projects that we are currently working on. And we'll also specify why we need you on our team. And then we'll go over the requirements for each candidate that would prospectively be applying for this particular project. And why we need you on our team. If you are a young youth that is looking for employment opportunity or an opportunity to generate an income, this is where we'll be specifying what it is that we have to offer at the current moment. And then we'll also provide a preview of the contributor share model, as well as the prospective workplace processes that we intend to use. So those sub-points right there, A, B, and C, those are the particular platforms or tools that we are going to use in order to perform our work. And then if you're interested in joining the initiative, this is where we will let you know what it is that you need to do. and then also provide my conclusion right there at the end. So I'm going into item number 2. And welcoming to Adaptive Concept. We thank you very much for being a part of this auspicious occasion this evening. I'm very pleased that you are here. And then we had invited a lot of young people who have shown interest in the project, and who show promising skill in their field. And it is all because, like, everyone that is going to be viewing this video is prospectively a young person like that would prospectively be awarded a chance to work with other young people in a contributorship workspace, like a collaborative workspace. So this is our first annual presentation on Project.Adapt, and our coming out of the closet presentation, just to let people know that Adaptive Concept NPC is out there, it exists, what it offers, and what it can do for the society as a whole. So that goes about social sponsorship and youth development as well. So in this presentation, we'll be providing you with insight into our organization, the project, which is Project.Adapt, and what we have to offer to all interested parties in the project. So this is just not only solely directed towards like young people who would be joining the team, but also to people who might be able to assist us in other kinds of ways, like maybe financial assistance or consultation or whatever it is that can assist us, in achieving the goals that we'll be identifying in this presentation today. And then we hope that the identity, the vision, mission of our software development projects will be introduced well, and that you will find interest in becoming a team player in the Adaptive NPC family. So what is Adaptive Concept NPC? Adaptive Concept NPC is an agile systems development and digital media production non-profit company. So as I've said in the previous presentation, is that we are currently at this moment a non-profit company. Reason being is that we are currently looking at like the pros and the cons of being a non-profit and or a profit company. So down the line, a change could be made for us to just scrap the NPC title and just be a profit company. But with our current goals and what we want to achieve in this initial year or initial few years that we have planned for, is that it leans largely on being a non-profit company, because we are largely into youth development, social sponsorship, and things like that. And hence we want to tap into the potential resources, or the potential opportunities involved with such a space. So that is why we are a non-profit company at the moment. And then we provide custom and pre-built software solutions on web, mobile, and desktop platforms for business, government, and social applications, while largely leveraging cloud technology. So cloud technology is a now phenomenon. It's a big phenomenon that we really need to take advantage of. And with the benefits offered by cloud computing and cloud technology, we can really tap into a lot of improvements when it comes to business systems, social systems, and things like that. So our approach is that we want to integrate or migrate to cloud platforms because of efficiency, scalability, affordability, and all of those other factors and advantages that it carries. So we as Adaptive Concept could make your company a cloud-based company. We consult on that part, and we also provide solutions largely based on cloud technology. So our development approach is that we are agile, due to the fact that the agile development methodology, it's good. It's iterative, and it allows us the ability to continuously improve the systems that we build. And we also include the client or the customer a lot inside our development cycle. So it also makes it possible for us to deliver software projects really quickly, whilst involving the client in every stage of the development approach. So it is always an advantage when businesses, especially in this day and age, take that approach in developing your systems. And we are here to assist you in any kind of way. We are also a digital media production studio that develops lifestyle, entertainment, and research content for popular streaming and social media platforms such as YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and many more. And as part of the studio, we also offer film and photography services to individuals, organizations of all types. So if you need us to come take pictures for your event or even compile a video, definitely you can call us and we can provide a solution for you. And then what do we do for a living as Adaptive Concept NPC? Is that we develop Android and iOS mobile apps for business, government, and social or community application. Online platforms built on traditional and cloud hosting. So that includes your PaaS, SaaS, and IaaS. PaaS being platforms as a service, SaaS being software as a service, and IaaS being infrastructure as a service. So we use a lot of great service providers, even for like the entry level stuff. Google has been a big help and a great tool for small or developing businesses to start migrating their business processes onto a cloud workflow or a cloud-based workflow. So all of those kinds of solutions are offered by us as Adaptive Concept NPC. We also offer business intelligence analytics consultation services, business analysis for systems development, film and video services for all events. We create government, social, or community and business platforms. And we also create research-based lifestyle, entertainment, and skills development, digital media content, all on the big social media platforms and streaming platforms and stuff like that. So we also create data analytics tools. Those are for analyzing business processes, business data, and many other forms of data that you might have. Any kind of data that you need to be analyzed, we can definitely do that. We also create job and charity opportunity drives for disadvantaged and unemployed youth. So that is one of our main pillars of the organization, is that we really want to make a huge impact when it comes to job creation, job security, as well as social sponsorship in the form of charity drives, and creating opportunities around social sponsorship and things like that. So we also share research, time, ideas, inspiration, love, and charity. So sharing is a very big part of what we hope to accomplish. And we understand that with sharing, that's where we can start seeing development happening, both personal and interpersonal changes start happening, which are very beneficial to how we live and what life means to us and our livelihoods. So with regard to research, we try to ensure that every content that we create or that we help plan is research based, meaning that it is credible, it is informative, and it's also beneficial, to our daily lives. And we want to make sure that the freedom of information is always upheld, and that people get access to the proper information, meaningful information, and information that would be beneficial in every aspect of their daily, social, personal, or even business lives. So that is one of the items that we really want to emphasize is to we need to share information and credible information, and that is all obtained through research. We also share time. So even at the current moment, we are requesting that whoever is going to join the team be willing to share their time with regard to contributing to the team and collaborating with the team. So time is a very important asset or resource in our daily lives. And with the minimum amount of time that can be dedicated to these projects, we can definitely create, like really innovative and lucrative systems and technologies, as well as campaigns and things like that. Because with time, we are able to sit down, look at everything effectively, put plans around that, and also execute on our deliverables that are required. So whoever is to apply or join the team should be willing to be able to they should be able to share their time with the team. And that is what we are also offering to our clients or whoever is going to be a support beneficiary on our side. Is that like we are there to offer our time and services to them. And then ideas. So the foundation of innovation is always around creative thinking and generating ideas. That eureka moment is something that we are constantly looking to have, and we are constantly looking to cultivate within the projects that we are developing, as well as on an individual level. Being around people who are like-minded, who are creative, who are innovative, it rubs off on you. And hence, the environment that we are currently constructing is based around the fact that we all have ideas. And once we put those ideas together, we can really make an impact. We can really make something meaningful from our collaboration and from the time that we spend together talking or executing on work. So ideas are very important. And as youth or young people, we do have a lot of ideas in our minds. But it's not about hogging those ideas, because once you hog an idea and you sit on it, nothing will come about with regard to that idea. So it is highly beneficial for you to be able to open up and share those ideas with the next person. And once you're in this environment with other young, skilled individuals, you'll be able to definitely put those ideas onto paper and then go on to building them up, into being a feasible and physical product. So it's very important for everyone to make sure that they are always creative and they always find ways to they find ways to put together their ideas in their minds into these projects. And then with regard to inspiration, we are looking to build future leaders. We are looking to make a change in the current social structure that we have in our country. Youth unemployment is at its peak right now, and it's affecting a lot of young black people. And once people find something to be inspired about in the rise of young leaders, they are definitely able to see or to find a spark within themselves to actually be the next great leader in whichever space that you're going to be contributing to. So be it in the business, social, and government spheres of our country, we really need to establish new forms of or new styles of leadership, both styles that are ethically viable, and that are ethically based, and with the ethical culture being cultivated, other young people are able to see that and aspire to be at that phase at some point. So it's very important for us to continually share, inspirational stories about how young people have risen up to be one of the greatest people that have come about in our day and age. So, with our youth empowerment or youth development approach, we are hoping to create success stories that will inspire other young people to be in the same kind of situation. So, sharing inspiration is very important to us. And then, love. In our communities, there is a lack of love. We are seeing horror stories on a daily basis about what people do to other people. And in most cases, you'd find that it's due to um, people's experiences in their past, and their mental state, because of the hardships that they have encountered in their lives. So we need to find a way to show people that love is something that is needed in our communities, and love is something that also alerts other people to new opportunities or to a better life, and things like that. And once we are able to share that love within ourselves, we can be able to teach others on the outside as to how they can achieve the same effect, you know. So sharing love is very important, and it's something that we need in our communities. It's something that we need in our business landscape, and it's something that we can definitely achieve, but we can only do that together by showing each other how it is attained. And we can definitely see a change in the circumstances that people find themselves in our communities, and we can also we can also realize a future whereby young people, um, are made stronger because of the fact that they had no lack of a sense of love in their lives, be it from or within their families, or just the people around them and the situations that are surrounding them. And then with regard to charity, we really want to contribute heavily to charity, because a lot of people are really disadvantaged. And it is with our efforts, while coming together, that is when we are able to help each other and see the the social gaps that we have in our communities. And we can also assist in, like reducing the level of impoverished people in our communities through charity. Um, so it's a very important aspect for us to share within ourselves and even on the outside. So, what is the concept? With regards to our business agenda, it is this particular table that you would be looking at right now. So, as you can see there, we have our business agendas, and then we have our goals, our visions, and missions for each business agenda. So, at the current moment, this table has gaps. The reason why is that it needs to be filled in a group setting, right? With consistent dialogue and identification of gaps, as well as solutions for those gaps, we would be able to fill up this table or make changes to some of the things that are currently in this table at the moment. Because as we are making progress, as we are encountering situations, we would be able to look back at this particular table, our goals, our vision, and mission, and adjust it accordingly so that it is always relevant in the day and age that we would be in. So once collaborators come into the team, they would be able to contribute to this table because every contributor is entitled to it, and they are a shareholder by right, and they would be able to affect this table with their own voice. And with an expanding table, with expanding agendas, I would be able to cover a lot of aspects of the organization, as well as on the external factors surrounding the organization. So this is our approach to identifying our goals, our vision, and mission. But with regard to this particular table, as we can see, the youth empowerment and transformation, our goal is to collaborate with 42 skilled and unemployed individuals, so that we can create, like financial opportunities for them, because they would be taken in as shareholders, and they would be eligible to getting a profit share from the company. And then with the vision is that we want to reduce youth unemployment by 5% by 2025. So our approach to the development of these projects, we're hoping that it would create a lot of job opportunities within and around the organizations, as well as partnerships and social sponsorship initiatives and things like that. And we also want to develop young leaders in business and government, because that is what we need at the current moment. We need young minds, innovative minds, and ethical minds to lead the charge in our social and political spheres of South Africa. And it's very important for us to cultivate young leaders in this day and age, because they are our tomorrow, and if we do not work proactively towards dictating the kind of tomorrow that we have, we will always be stuck in a limbo of poverty, of social ills, of death, and neglection, and all of those other bad things. So this is something that we need to proactively be working towards, which is developing young leaders. And then what is Project.Adapt? So Project.Adapt 2022 or 23, that is our financial year. It's an annual software and digital media development collaborative initiative, which is aimed at bringing together unemployed and disadvantaged youth who bear the necessary knowledge and experience in software development for the main purpose of developing social community and e-commerce digital platforms in an effort to create and put to market software products and digital media content that will help improve individuals' livelihoods. It would also help in initiating and contributing to community development efforts, and to generate employment opportunities and profit share for contributing members and prospective support beneficiaries. And then we will go into a preview of the projects. So what you should know is that at the current moment, we are based on a partnership kind of model with two other prospective organizations. And those organizations being One-on-One Fitness Network, as well as HomeWire. And then as you can see from that diagram right there on the left, is that Adaptive Concept is a parent company with partner companies tied to it. But Adaptive Media Concept being a subsidiary of Adaptive Concept NPC, and that will be the digital media content and design part of Adaptive Concept NPC. So under Adaptive Concept NPC, we have a few projects that we are working on. The first being Adapt Engine, which is a research index and search engine. So Adapt engine is going to be largely used for supplying us with research content or assisting us with finding information for the digital media content that we are developing. And then we have complex POS. So POS or POS is a point of sale. So complex POS is a point of sale system, and it's primarily meant for SMMEs or the small to medium enterprises. And it's a system on its own for managing inventory, for managing sales, and for also managing data relating to sales and transactions and things like that. And then we have Ad Market Social Marketplace. So that one is tied to Complex POS, but it's a platform on its own. It's an online platform, also for SMMEs, and it's cloud based. It's meant for business interaction between the small the SMMEs, and it also facilitates a social marketplace setting for online business trading. And then we also offer system development services, as we have outlined in an earlier slide, is that we develop web, mobile, and desktop applications. We also offer business management and consulting services. So please contact us if you need consulting on a brief or a project that you need to be created, or which is a software project. Adaptive media. Under adaptive media concept, we have digital media content creation. So those are digital media content for blogs, social media, online streaming, etc. So we produce videos as well as reading content for those platforms. And then we also offer brand management for Adaptive Concept NPC and our partner brands, as well as any other client that comes in looking for assistance with their marketing. We also offer, in fact, we prospectively offering advertising services. So we are going to get into that sphere because advertising would be a very big source of income for the organization. And with our plan and approach, we believe that we can provide businesses with really affordable and effective solutions to their advertising needs, be it digital or print advertising. We also have an art and design studio, and then that studio supports Adaptive Concept NPC with graphic design, concept art, user experience design, brand identification and development. And that is also offered to any client that comes to us seeking assistance. And we also offer photography and video services as well, as was outlined in an earlier slide. So under One-on-One Fitness Network, which is our partner organization, is that we are developing jointly OneFit.app. So OneFit.app is a fitness lifestyle and training application, mobile and web application, and it's primarily being developed by Adaptive Concept NPC. And we're also developing a website for LLM one-on-one trainer, which is Lehloonolo Matsuso, the CEO of One-on-One Fitness Network. So that is his personal brand as a personal trainer. He's also a sports scientist and a high performance coach. So he's assisting us with regard to the content on the application, and we as Adaptive Concept NPC are developing the app or the system and platform for One-on-One Fitness Network. And then under HomeWire, which is also a partner organization or a partner company, is that we are developing HomeWire.app. It's a mobile and web application where we are selling cleaning products and offering sanitation services. It's an online e-commerce platform also developed by Adaptive Concept NPC. And then we also have a project in concept. We are calling it Project Wash. So it's a prospective car wash concept that we are working on for our communities in Soweto. And then we need you on our team, and here is what we are offering. So unfortunately, at the moment, we are unable to provide monetary compensation to our prospective team members. We at the stage of our team members benefits through a contributor share model, which promises dedicated and innovative contributors a dynamic stake or share in Adaptive Concept NPC. And at the current moment, we have 3 major projects in development with high monetization potential. And our hope is that we can get you on our team to contribute to the further development of these projects so that they can be put to market and start generating an income, as well as more opportunities within and around the organization. We are willing to offer all members a base 1% stake or share in the organization upon acceptance, which will be subject to increase to a maximum of 10%, plus a monthly salary based on your role or position in the organization. But you must take note that that is only when we are reaching our sales targets. And we will at that moment have the ability to provide those monthly salaries. So all of that is based on a member's contributions and the availability of shares as well. But at the current moment, with the roles outlined or being requested, is that there are enough shares to go around. And then to aid us in allocating the deserved increases in share rates, we have developed a contributor rating system, which will provide intelligence on the impact of member contributions to executive management on a quarterly and annual basis. So every contributor or onboarded member of the team will have to do performance reviews on a quarterly basis. And this will provide us with intelligence on how well the contributor has been doing, and if they are applicable to receiving an increase in their share rate. And then the candidate requirements and the requests is that you will need to own a laptop or a desktop PC with an adequate internet connection, as we will be working together remotely. So we are using an online office setting initially, and as we make progress, we'll start being able to we will start migrating to a physical office with equipment and everything that would be needed. You would also need to own a piece or pieces of hardware, and I should emphasize hardware or software attributed to the skill or role that you would be providing. However, in the case of software, licenses, access, installers, they will be provided in the applicable scenarios. So this means that unfortunately at the current moment, providing hardware for us is a challenge. But with regard to software, that is what we have. We do have licenses, or we do have platforms that we are currently using, and we can provide those licenses or installers, as well as access to the online platforms that we are using. Please also take note that the investment in your work or contribution, it will be rewarded, because that will show us that, like your contributions, you have been making really big contributions with regard to you providing or performing your work with the resources that you have on your side. And with the developments that are going to be made, you will definitely be receiving the company issued resources tied to your skill or the role that you would be playing in the organization. And all of that would be counted, your contributions would be counted towards your contribution during the quarterly reviews. And then before you register, please take note of our language and our culture. So we are multicolored, the vision is for all, and we speak one professional language. And then we use English to communicate professionally because that is a universal language. Everyone, or almost everyone, in fact the majority of people out there understand English, and it also gives out a sense of professionalism within the organization. So that is how we communicate professionally. And we also share our cultures, and we accept everyone for who they are. And then we will have a look at the contributor share model. Okay, so our contributor share model is target based, whereby we hope that the systems and platforms developed, as well as the services rendered, will reach the income targets outlined in this particular slide. So our target estimations are there as follows. So according to our estimation, a suitable amount to be that could be made to sustain the profit share, as well as the operational expenses, it would be 70,000 rand per month per week. And then per month it would be 304,166 rands and 80 cents. And then per annum, which is a year, would be 3,650,001 rand and 60 cents. And then I'm just gonna flag the model right now. Okay, so that right there is the model that we have. So just take some time. You can freeze the video, take a screenshot if you just need to look at it more in detail. But this is a projection of what we are hoping to achieve financially in the organization. So with regard to the executive shareholders, the average share rate per contributor in this case, for the founding member, which is the CEO, is 10%, and then the other executive members would be 5%. And then that provides us with a share rate, or an average share rate of 8% under the executive shareholders. And then with the software development skills, the skills category there, is that the average share rate that would be received by each onboarded member there, it's 2%. And then for front-end web developers, we are looking for 2 contributors, and they would receive initially a share rate of 1.5%. The back-end web developers, we also need 2. And then they would both receive a share rate of 20%. Mobile app developers, Android as well as iOS, we also need 2 for each of those operating systems, and they would both receive 2%. Business analysts, 2 contributors, 2% each. User experience designers or UX designers, we need 2 contributors, and then they would receive a base share of 1.5% each. And then we have software testers under the quality assurance branch, for testing the software products that are developed, is that we need 2 contributors, and they would be receiving a share rate, or an initial share rate of 1% each. And then under the design or artistic skills there, we have 6 contributors that are needed, and they would be on average getting a share rate of 1% each. But as for the graphic designers needed there, each graphic designer that is onboarded onto the company would receive 1.5% initially. The video editors, same with them, 1.5%, and then for photographers would be 1%. And then the administration, under the administration, business management, brand management, and marketing skills that are required, we need 3 contributors in total. And then the average share rate amongst the 3 individuals would be 2%. But for a junior accountant, and this being, we understand that accountancy, it's a high skill job, but we are looking for people who have at least had around 1 to 2 years workplace experience or some form of knowledge when it comes to bookkeeping or managing financial documents, and that would be a junior level. So we are offering a base contributor share rate of 1% for the junior accountant or bookkeeper. And then to like that accountant or bookkeeper would work with our CFO. And then the marketing and brand managers, that is a high skill job, so we are offering a base of 4% to whoever is onboarded onto the organization. And then with the social media manager or consultant, they would receive a base share of 2%. And then with consultative knowledge and process management skills, we need 3 contributors, which would receive an average share rate of 4%. And then for the cloud technology consultant, we provide a base share rate of 4%. With the legal consultant, we also offer a base share rate of 4%. And the GTAP specialist or consultant, we offer a base share of 3%. And then this particular section that we have here in purple is the section for operational funds. So with the business operations or the operational funds, we would allocate after deducting the profit share from the contributors and the executive shareholders, the remaining amount, which according to this particular table is 20%, would be left over. And then with that 20%, we would split it down even further into an 80-20 split between operational funds as well as reinvestment capital. Operational funds being at 80% and the reinvestment capital being at 20%. And from our projection here is that if we look at it in a week, if we were able to make that 70,000 rands in a week, we would be left over with a total of 35,700 rands. And then that 35,700 rands would be split into the 80-20, 80 being 28,560 rands would go into the operational funds. Those operational funds would help in paying off office space, equipment, maintenance, as well as business resources that are needed in the operations of the organization. And then with reinvestment capital, that would be 7,140 rands. And then that would go into our investment accounts with companies such as Liberty, or if we choose to any other form of business investment that we can do with other organizations, as well as partnerships, we definitely use that money for that. And then looking at the profit share, so the total the total funds that would be taken up by the contributor profit share, and this is excluding the shareholders, would be 23,800 rands per week if we were to reach the weekly target, and then 103,000 rands and 103,416 rands and 71 cents. on a monthly basis. And you can just look onto the right hand side, and you will see the sums or the totals according to the quarterly and yearly projections. So this is the contributor share model. We are hoping that whoever's looking at the model would be happy or satisfied with it, but we are always looking to receive feedback, and we are also willing to make some concessions in some areas if valid arguments are made. But then again, we really hope that this is fair enough, and that this is also realistic. But we'll hopefully hear from you once you have applied. And then going back to the presentation. So our prospective workplace processes, right? So we have set up ClickUp, which is a workflow management tool for distance work, or collaborating on an online platform. So it will be used as our online office for the initial stage of the company's progression, and then it will perform we will perform task management and task tracking on this particular platform or application. And then it will also allow us to collaborate on documents in real time. So our administrative duties, ClickUp has the tools to support administrative functions. So that is our approach to how we will be working online. That is going to be our primary online office space. And then down the line, we will migrate to more physical means of collaborating and communicating with each other. And then we also have Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams, it's a collaborative tool developed or created by Microsoft. So it's one of the biggest tools used in the day and age, especially with the popularization of virtual meetings and hosting virtual collaboration events. So it will allow us to collaborate on documents. It will also allow us to store our important documents, and it will also support the administrative functions that we have or that we will be doing. And then we will be migrating to Office 365 Enterprise in the future. And then as Microsoft Teams has more features on the enterprise version. And then with regard to communication or instant communication, we'll be using WhatsApp and Microsoft Kaizala. So a lot of us know what WhatsApp is. We use it on a daily basis. And a majority of people who have a smartphone have WhatsApp or use WhatsApp for their personal conversations or even for work-related stuff. And then Microsoft Kaizala, on the other hand, it's not a well-known system, but it's the same as WhatsApp. It's an instant messaging application, mobile application, used same as WhatsApp for sending messages or instant communication. But the twist with Microsoft Kaizala is that it has more office processing features or features that aid business activities more than WhatsApp does. And it's a good tool for work-related activities that can be done on your mobile phone. So that is also a tool that we are going to be using to communicate and share documents and whatever it needs that needs to be shared in our group settings. And then it's also instant chat for swift communication. So we'll definitely be using those tools. And then, are you interested in joining our initiative as a contributor to the team? If so, please submit your application on the Project.Adapt page, just go to our website at adaptiveconcept.co.za, and then you can go to the Project.Adapt page. There's also a link on the home page that can take you to the Project.Adapt page, and then you can submit your application there. And then you need to ask yourself or identify first if you fall under any of these scenarios. Are you unemployed and looking for a job or internship or learnership or contributorship opportunity? And maybe at the current moment you are not having any luck with these things, or you've been from such an opportunity and now you're looking for another one. So maybe this might be a place where you can find an opportunity to work with other young and like-minded people in developing a system that could prospectively, generate a lot of income for you as a contributor. Are you disadvantaged but bear the necessary knowledge, skills, and experience in software development, management, and or content creation? If you are looking for a software development project that you can contribute towards with skills, knowledge, or donations, because we know that somewhere out there is a person that, yes, they might not be struggling in any kind of way, but they are looking for new challenges, or they are looking to meet new or different people, or they are looking to teach, or they are looking to learn. So this would be a great platform to contribute with other like-minded individuals, people that can offer you a challenge and that that would benefit you financially down the line. And I would also like to identify that we are not saying that by joining the team is that you should not be tied to other projects or looking for other opportunities elsewhere. Yes, at the current moment, we are also appealing to whoever it is would be interested in joining the team, because we need a lot more hearts, minds, and ideas to come on board and assist us in developing these applications and platforms and putting them to market. Because at the current moment, it's very hard for us, especially the person developing all of these platforms. Some skills, they take time, or they need a different perspective, or a different approach, and that is very hard for it to be done by a single person working on a software project. So we are just appealing to whoever it is that thinks that they would have a good time working on new and challenging projects. And we're definitely looking to create, the best products that there are. As we've said, we have a few projects that have high monetization potential. And also, if you are looking to, if you think that this is a good idea or something that you would be willing to invest in, please contact us, let us know, and we are always looking for any kind of assistance and support in our initiative. And it is only through us working together as young people, us supporting each other, that we can really come together, and build sustainable structures. And yes, we would be able to break every idea. Okay, we would be able to make every idea that we come up with a reality by working together. And then ask yourself these questions. Do you have the necessary skills or knowledge to contribute meaningfully to the software development company? If that's not the case, then it's fine. No hard feelings. But we really need people who have been in an office setting or who have the necessary skills. And we will always look for evidence around that ability. So it's very important for us to make sure that we onboard, people that we can depend on, to assist us, because we need to find people with a competent skill set. They can help us in really making these systems, these services foolproof and secure, because integrity depends on it. And then, are you willing to work on developing projects for the first 6 months of the initiative at the very least without receiving compensation? Compensation comes later once we have a solid product to sell. So, currently at the moment, as I have stated in a previous slide, is that those financial resources are unfortunately not there at the moment. But we do have prospect for development and obtaining the necessary income that we need to develop our organization and our shareholders or our contributors. So we need to understand, or we would like a lot of people to find the realization of that money is important. Yes, we don't dispute that. We ourselves need money at the current moment in order to improve our working condition, and what it is that we have to offer. But for now, the more the matter of larger importance is the fact that there are other forms of value, and that learning in itself, attaining knowledge or creating relationships, or finding prospective opportunities around the projects that you will be working with, can be beneficial to you, even in the long run. So it's with projects like this where we see a lot of people being skeptical, or thinking that maybe no, this is just wishful thinking, nothing will come about it. But think of it this way: what if today you brush this off to the side and you say, nah, this won't work, or these people, like, they're trying to take advantage of us, which we are not trying to do that. We are definitely morally bound people, and we are looking to do a good thing for our society, especially the young people in SA. And then what if down the line something like we actually make a breakthrough, and we develop the organization, and it starts generating maybe even a lot more income than what we have projected here. How would you feel down the line thinking that you passed up on such a prospective organization? So what we are saying is that just see how it works. If it doesn't work for you, then it's fine. You won't be pressured to continue contributing if you see that it is not beneficial to you in any way, or you're being taken advantage of. So we're just saying, just try to give us a shot, try to see what exactly is happening here, and we'll definitely give you the full picture of what is happening, our progress, and where we are headed. And then this is our request to you, and we're also saying this could be a chance to challenge yourself. Maybe through this process you would be able to learn a new skill set that could help you, maybe find a much better opportunity, if that would be the case. And then, are you willing to contribute with your time and your knowledge in order to teach and learn from other like-minded and talented individuals? If that is the case, this is the project for you. And we are also, talented individuals. We are big thinkers, and we want to make big changes in our social landscape as well as the business landscape, and we are hoping to make a really big impact when it comes to youth unemployment. And it is only with support and coming together and building up a community around this initiative, that we can achieve or start seeing, like the benefits of this initiative. And we can definitely achieve whatever goal it is that we set our minds on. Sometimes you cannot, in fact, a lot of the time, it's only a few cases where people succeed alone, but in a majority of cases, that's just not the case. We need each other, and if you have if you are sitting with knowledge and skills and you do not have anything at the current moment that you're occupied with, or that you are tied to, maybe this could be a good way for you to, stretch out, find new challenges, find new opportunities, and things like that. And then, would you be willing to commit to this organization to see its success? So if you are interested, and we are hoping that there is somewhere out there watching this video, thinking that, yeah, probably this is, let me just see what's happening. Maybe there's something to this, right? We are just hoping that you are the kind of person that would be willing to commit themselves to a project, because we ourselves need that commitment in ensuring that we really do achieve the goals that we set out to achieve. So we really ask that if you are interested, please make sure that you are 100% committed, that you would be willing to come to the party and contribute meaningfully. And then with my conclusion, I would just like to say that given time, technique never fails. In order for us to achieve something, it will take time. We need to make sure that we've covered all the bases and that we've made everything secure and stable and that it works. And for this project, that is our motto that we are looking at. It might take time, but for as long time as it takes, we will continue publicizing this. We will continue making requests, and we will also continue to develop the organization in whichever way that we can. And it will take time, but we will achieve that goal. And we are hoping that you sitting there watching this video are a person of the same prospect. You understand in the value of time, as a resource. But then we can shorten the time taken if we do come together and if we do find it within ourselves to contribute. You won't lose anything. In fact, in this particular project, you wouldn't lose anything. We are not asking you to pay application fees, things like that. No. We are asking you to contribute to a team that you could prospectively enjoy being part of with your time and your knowledge. And hence you will be rewarded for that contribution as we create proper projects and put them to market. So it's about time we come together as youth to build our own route to prosperity by collaborating, sharing and learning from the skills and knowledge and the experience that we have and share with each other. By bringing our minds and hands together to build and innovate, we will beat youth unemployment and develop more young professionals to lead the charge with new ideas in the public and private spheres of our societies. There are other forms of value besides wealth that are sustainable and expandable as well. We need to come together in order to build the foundation and structure that we are sorely lacking in terms of support for the young people in our country. We all know that job opportunities are scarce, and attempting to create wealth alone is virtually impossible or highly implausible. But by coming together as young people with fresh ideas and the will to create our own route to prosperity, we are able to learn and teach in order to become leaders and to groom the leaders of tomorrow. So I hope that message goes out and is felt. And I'm just hoping that you watching this video would be interested in becoming a part of our team. So please just contact us, and then we'll just give you insight into everything that we are doing. Yeah, you can also apply on the website. And then we are done. So thank you for joining or watching this video. And then for more information and to submit your application, please visit the Project.Adapt page on our website. There's the link down there. Or you can call 081-811-8095. And then you will talk to me as well as the team. And then hopefully we can have you on our team, or we can obtain your assistance in any kind of way. So we thank you very much for your time, and we hope that you come back to the next presentation, as well as the channel, to view whichever video that we'll post. And then if you did like this video, please hit the like button. You can also click the notification bell, and then anytime we do a live stream or we upload a video, you will be notified about it. So please do that. It goes a long way to helping us out as well on this particular platform as you are starting out. So thank you very much, and then I hope that the rest of the evening will be well spent. Tabang signing out.